Hi, this is Cheryl Lazarus from Zenga Love, and I'm often asked, what is the best way to create intimacy? So there's a lot of ways to create intimacy, but I'm going to share one with you today. Before I do, I'd love to ask a question. So here it is. How often have you been with someone and they repeat themselves over and over and over again, like they're trying to make a point? Or how about this one? You're talking to someone, you're in conversation, they're talking, and then as soon as you start talking, all of a sudden they look at their watch, or they look at their cell phone, or they start looking around the room. How do you feel when that happens? And the last question is, you may be guilty of this. How often have you been talking to someone, and instead of really listening to what they're saying, you're thinking about what you're saying next? Or you're thinking about a solution to a problem they're presenting when maybe they didn't ask you for a solution at all. So here's the key. Listening, but really truly dedicated listening, is one of the greatest gifts that you can give to someone, and that creates intimacy, whether it's with a partner, a friend, a family member. It's amazing because here's the issue. Most of us did not get heard enough when we were kids. So as a result, we're starving for it. So when you give the gift of really dedicated listening, you're healing as well as creating an intimacy and a connection and a bond. There's a couple, Lee and Charlie, and they have created a really great practice. And Charlie said, I've been divorced once, I never want to go through it again, so I'm doing things real different this time. So what he and Rhea do is every night they have a ritual. Each of them takes turns. Okay, so let's say it's Charlie's turn. He'll talk for 5 to 15 minutes, and he'll share about his day, or his hopes or his dreams, or whatever he wants to share about. And Rhea's entire position is to just be listening. She could ask some questions, explore it a little more, but it's all about Charlie sharing his experiences of life with her. Then it's her turn. And they both so look forward to this ritual, and it creates such a connection and intimacy. There's a couple that I'm working with, a client that I'm working with actually, and she and her husband are on the brink of a divorce. Well, she started practicing the art of listening, and as a result, she said to me, I'm hearing him talk about things that he's been talking about for years, but I never got it because I wasn't fully present listening. She said, I now can see the stress that's taken on our marriage. I can see the pains and the upsets and these difficulties that he's been going through. And she said, I said to him, I'm so sorry that I haven't been here for you for the last 6 years, supporting you when you were going through this. And he said, well, you're here now. And then he started apologizing to her for all the ways that he had not been listening and had not been there for her. And now instead of carrying through with the divorce papers, they went away on a weekend and they had an amazing honeymoon type time. And he said to her, it's amazing falling in love with my wife again. So I ask you to really think about your relationships when you're talking with someone. Are you listening? It's about being 100% focused, 100% attention, and really listening to receive and understand the other person. So if you like this tip, I invite you to try it and also share it with your friends. And you know what? Why don't you sign up for 3 Essential Keys for Lasting Love so that you can get more tips to help your relationships be even more fantastic. This is Cheryl Lazarus, Zenga Love. Thanks for visiting.